with a matte white finish, features galore, and beautiful timber handles is the Lelit Mara X, the best machine, certainly the most beautiful machine, under 2K. Let's check it out. Lelit have been around manufacturing machines since 1980s. However, they were mostly into irons, and then they moved into espresso machines. Not sure how or why, but they really nailed the espresso machine market. And they have a huge range of home barista machines, ranging from the very entry-level budget machines to ones with built-in grinders, right up to this particular one, the Lelit Mara X, which is one of the most sought-after machines for a lot of home baristas. This, along with the Lelit Bianca, because they are so versatile in what they can do, and for the price point, they are fantastic. So let's check out what you get first up with Lelit Mara X. Let's see what comes out in the box. Unlike some of the low-end ones, these are 58mm portafilters and all commercial parts, beautiful matte finishes, whether you get it in the black with the timber, the stainless steel, or the white. They look gorgeous, especially with the timber accents on there. I think this is one of the most beautiful looking E61 group head type machines that I've seen on the market. It really does look elegant and stylish while still blending that traditional Italian espresso style with the modern home barista. What it looks like is just the beginning because it's packed full of features. Unlike a lot of the other machines that ship with a tamper, this tamper is beautiful. It's 58.55mm, so you really get that nice clean cut. So you get 4 different baskets they come with it, including a blind basket, which is fantastic. And a lot of machine manufacturers forget to ship this with their machines. Really helps keep your machine super clean. Backflush it every time you want to make an espresso. Backflush it every time you want to finish up. And then for doing your deep cleans with your chemicals and stuff like that down once a month, really is important for your machine maintenance and long-time health. So fantastic that they add that in, as well as you get 3 different size baskets. So you get your single, which is 9 to 11 grams. You get a 14 to 18 gram basket, and then an 18 to 21 gram basket. These are all IMS precision baskets as well. So they're not mucking around with just simple manufacturing. They've gone to one of the best manufacturers of precision baskets and designed 3 that fit this machine perfectly. I'm a little confused as to why they included the tapered edge. I much prefer the straight edge baskets like BSTs, and then also Desado makes beautiful baskets as well. So I'm interested to understand why they decided to use the tapered edge. Certainly the single basket is a classic IMS single basket design, and I always doubt whether you get a perfect consistency when you tamp. Because of the ridge, you can't actually compact that last section. However, in general, these baskets look fantastic and they are going to work perfectly out of the box. Other than that, you get brushes and cleaning, your general stuff that comes along with the machine, and an extra height drip tray if you really want to get up underneath get that extra height. But all up, all of the features on this are so beautifully designed. So you really feel like out of the box, you don't need to go and buy any aftermarket products, except maybe a puck screen and a WDT tool, and that's about it. Now, unlike the Bianca, this is a single boiler. It's a heat exchanger boiler. And if you don't know what a heat exchange boiler is, it means that the single boiler is designed to build the pressure and the temperature for the steam. And then there's a separate tube where the water, when you start extracting, the cold water travels up the tube, and by the time it gets to the point where the group head is and it drops, it's heated up. So it should sit at about that or 95 degrees Celsius. Heat exchangers can be frustrating a lot of the time because what happens if they sit idle is that the water inside the separate tube, in that heat exchanger tube, builds up pressure and heat and continuously. So when you actually extract your coffee, you're getting over 100 degrees Celsius water burning your puck and therefore burning your coffee. So that's one of the reasons why heat exchangers can be frustrating to a lot of people, because you need to first purge the water, let all that boiling water out, and then let it settle down. Now, how have Lelit got around this? Well, they've actually put in a PID. The PID means that you have a temperature stabilizer built into the machine, which means that it keeps that consistent temperature no matter what the machine's up to, whether it's idling or whether you're using it, whether you're blasting steam. So this PID is not a full functioning PID, which means you can't set the temperature to 91 or 97. It only has 3 presets that come with it. Low, which is 198, medium, which is 201 degrees, and then your very hot, which is 204 degrees, which is enough if you want to play around with most coffees. Medium roasted coffees, you always want to leave in that middle setting anyway, at about that 201 degree setting. If you're playing with light roasted espresso and you really want to extract some of those subtle flavors from it, then you might want to go a bit hotter. So you can go up to 95 degrees, which is that 204 degree setting. However, it would be nice to see if you could push it a little bit higher. And for those people who love dark roasted, and I don't recommend that you do get dark roasted coffee, but if you really insist on getting dark roasted coffee, then you can set the temperature low, but you can't get any lower than that 198 Fahrenheit, that sort of 94 degrees Celsius. And you really would want to push it down to like 92 or 91, but you can't do that. There's also a priority switch as well. And the priority switch can say, set the priority for the temperature to the steam or to the brew boiler. So what does that mean? Well, I don't really understand. I think you would have to dig deeper to find out exactly why they needed not the PID, but they also needed the priority switch as well. What I have noticed with this is that if you leave the priority switch to steam, then you do, when you purge that water out of the brew head, it really is bubbling and hot. It's over that 100 degrees Celsius, so it's burning your coffee. When I switched it to the priority on the brew boiler, I noticed it didn't do that anymore, and it was much more stable at that 95 degrees or 204 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's something to note. Taste test time. So there you have it. For those of you who just love to take their barista skills at home to the next level and want to really push the boundaries of espresso without pulling the budget out of the water, but still something that's a talking point feature in your kitchen, the Mara X might be the machine for you. I'm Raj, your coffee coach, and as always, enjoy your brew.